Greetings, Summoners, and welcome to another episode of Summoner's Manual. In this episode, we'll be covering the laning phase. In a previous video, we mentioned the format commonly used in normal and lower ELO games for laning as 2 top lane, 1 middle lane, and 2 bottom lane. At the highest of ELO and at professional levels of playing, having someone in the jungle, 1 in top lane, and 2 in bottom lane, usually 1 in support and 1 carry, is more common, and what we will be showing you in this video. The current state of the metagame is to maximize the amount of gold you get from scoring killing blows on creeps and minions. Concentrating on getting those last hits is the main focus of the laning phase. By not attacking minion waves until you can score that last hit causes your lane to be pushed past the river, giving your team a positioning advantage for kills and ganks, as well as piling up minions on your side to help you when you try to destroy the enemy tower. If you encounter an enemy who does not exercise this tactic and you do, you will be able to hide behind the safety of your tower, leaving them vulnerable past the middle of the line. An important thing to note is, Caitlyn is using auto attacks only to kill minions, and abilities to only harass her opponent. A tough decision to make is knowing when to attack the tower and when to farm minions. Early on in the laning phase, very few champions have the strong enough pushing ability to take down a tower. This is even more difficult when an enemy team has a jungler. When you find yourself with a strong laning advantage, you may want to consider going past the tower and intercepting the minion wave to farm them safely. Be very cautious of this if you do not have a good idea where the enemy team is, as you are very vulnerable in this position. In the bottom lane, we have a support and a carry. The support focuses on harassing the enemy team and sustaining their carry, giving them the maximum amount of gold for minion kills or farm. Again, we see the carry focusing on last hitting the minions and using their abilities to harass, while the support tries to ignore the minions and will only harass or protect their carry. An important aspect of the bottom lane in particular is positioning. Here you can see the support staying in the brush, guarding it from invasion as well as protecting themselves from the enemy vision. The carry is staying back away from the harass, coming in only for last hits and their own harass when it's safe. They are cautious of the brush in the river, as someone may come in from the river looking for a kill. Here we will see where the last hitting comes into play. Notice how the enemy team has pushed their minion wave past the river. This is a perfect situation for a gank. You can see in the minimap that the jungler is coming in from behind, making this fight a 3 versus 2. Their aggression leads to annihilation, as they cannot run to the safety of their tower and are easily picked off. We can see again how pushing your lane to a tower can lead you to your downfall. As the game draws to the mid-game when champs are getting past level 6, we can see that the towers become less useful, as Jax is tower dived, killed within the tower's range without managing to even score a kill himself. As you're laning in some cases, you will end up pushing your minions to the enemy tower when you aren't ready to take out the tower. This is your opportunity to either go back to base to purchase items, or go to another lane to gank. You may find yourself in a situation where you might be easily ganked. The best way to defend yourself against this is either to head back to base or use wards. Checking the minimap, we can only see 4 members of the enemy team, meaning that 1 may be coming in from the river. Smart ward placement here spots Warwick coming in, and our team quickly moves back to the safety of their tower. Not all ganks have to come in from the river. As we see here, Tryndamere is waiting in the brush. Here we see good brush checking reveals Tryndamere, and our team stays safe and keeps out of range. There is one more aspect of laning phase that will help you improve your game. Having items that support your champion's laning. An early Doran's item can give you an early advantage if you are unsure of how well you will match up against your opponent. Purchasing health potions can give you a strong advantage in giving you more time in your lane to farm, as you may force your opponent to go back to base. Finding a good time to head back to base and coming back to your lane with a power item can catch your opponent off guard, giving you a smooth, strong laning phase. And that's it for this episode of Summoner's Manual. Look forward to more advanced guides in the future, as well as high ELO replays. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more League of Legends videos. じゃあね!